What's up, guys? Good morning. How's everything out there? Having my cup of coffee. But look, today I'm going to give you a Bad Ave story. This one's going to be a good one for you. Yesterday, I went to my cousin's house. He had a little party out there in Staten Island. So I got together with my family, you know. Whenever you see family, it's always good to see family. Some cousins I haven't seen in a long time. You know, who's still here, who's not here. It's good to see people, you know, people you grew up with, first cousins, second cousins. My first cousins, it was great growing up with them. You know, a lot of stories back in the day. But I had a good time. It was good food. Everyone brought a dish. A lot of pastries. The best pastries I like are the cookies with the peanuts in them. They you put them in your mouth, they melt in your mouth. I forgot the name of them, maybe panini or something. I forgot the name of them. But those are my favorites. Those and the cannolis. I love cannolis. And the lobster tails. The lobster tails are great. But I had a great time. You know, my kids get to spend some time with their cousins, so they get to know them a little. You know, my family really don't get to see my kids too much. You know, once the grandmother passes away, she's like the matriarch of the family. So families really don't get together no more. It's like every so often. If you do it once or twice a year, you know, honesty, in today's day and age, that's a lot. You know, it really don't happen no more, you know. But, yeah, you know, me and my uncles, we spoke about getting together, you know, maybe once a year, just go out for lunch or something. Look, at the end of the day, this is what happens. People pass away, right? Nature's smarter than what people think. People pass away. So, one of my cousins brings up a story back in the day. Now, you know, I used to hang out around Avenue a lot. You know, yeah, I was on Bad Avenue, but a lot of my family members were on Avenue. And my mother had an apartment on Avenue at one time, on West 6th and Avenue. And you had this pool hall on Avenue. And Sparrow had a piece of it. It might have been Sparrow's, or Sparrow had a piece of it. But Sparrow definitely had a piece of it for sure. You know, he might have had a partner. I think Murray was his partner at the time. But he had a lot of partners. I mean, when you're a wise guy, you have a lot of partners in life. You really do. On the streets, you make everyone your partner. I mean, once you have that badge, everyone's your partner. You know, Mikey Scars could tell you that. So, there was this kid, Big Mike, on Avenue. He was a kid that wasn't really all there in his head. I mean, little fucking old bots, crazy sometimes. He was a big kid. So, me and my cousin Sal, we used to, like, you know, hang around Avenue, collect baseball cards. You know, when I was off of Bad Avenue, I always had a life with my cousins. You know what I mean? I was always close with my cousins and things like that. And my friends can always tell you, I was always on Avenue S, you know, and roaming the neighborhood, you know, making new friends in different areas. That's how I knew Arthur and them from Avenue. Of course, you know, I went on a amusement park trip with them, with the kid Richie. I'm not sure if William DeMayo was there, but a couple people. I'm saying a whole bunch of people were there at that day. And I know a lot of people from that side of the neighborhood, Gravesend. So this kid, Big Mike, me and my cousin Sal, we're hanging out. And this kid was like a bully in the neighborhood. People were afraid of him. So we were young. I was in my teens, maybe, I would say 14, 15, 16, the oldest. If I was 16, the oldest. And I was hanging around the wise guys. Used to hang out Bobby the Chico, Mikey Scars, Georgie Conti, you know, a whole bunch of guys. I'm saying, you know, always knowing the wise guys, Frankie Bola, Frankie the Chico's Pool, you know, Sparrow. Look, all these guys, okay? And these guys become family members. So this kid Mike from Avenue used to work out underneath the pool hall was a bodybuilding spot. And people would go there and work out. And this kid, Mike, was like a bodybuilder. I really didn't know this kid. He's from Avenue U. And, you know, he would walk down the avenue thinking who he was. I heard he had a couple scuffles with people. He would just jab them and you know, hurt them. So my cousin Sal one day is just minding his own business. And my cousin Sal spits on the floor, just spits on the floor. And this kid Mike is passing by. And this kid Mike runs up to him. And he was a big kid, you know, we're young. He runs, and he just walks up to him and he hits him, bang. And my cousin Sal just like shakes it off, okay? He shakes it off, we're young. And Sal runs to his house, okay? And I'm following Sal to the house, okay? Now this kid's like a big kid and he has a knife on him, okay? And he's chasing us with a knife. And we run and we lock the door, boom. Now we got to see who the fucking kid was, okay? We didn't have nothing on us, we were young kids back then. I go back, we talk to my Uncle Mumu, Sal's father. We get in touch with Frank DeSantis, that's Mikey DeSantis, his brother at the time. And we tell him what happened. So me, Sal, my Uncle Mumu, and Frank DeSantis go looking for this kid down Avenue U. I got an axe handle in the car. So we go looking for this fucking kid, and we see the kid walking. Okay, as soon as I see the kid walking, I jump out of the car with the axe handle. My uncles jump out of the car. My cousin Sam, we're chasing this fucking kid. We're chasing him. And as chasing him, I throw the axe handle at him, you motherfucker. Bang, I throw the axe handle at him, and I miss him. And he runs into this storefront. And he's holding the door, and they lock the door, and they won't let this guy come out. It's right near the pool hall. And we're telling this motherfucker, we get you, we're gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker. And as we're chasing him, he dropped the whole thing of food stamps on the floor. As he drops the food stamps, I'm picking up the food stamps off the floor and putting them in my pocket. Now back then, the food stamps, they were paper, like dollar bills, you know? They had 5s, 10s, 20s, and he dropped like a whole stack of them. I just grabbed them, I put them in my pocket. But this motherfucker got away with hitting my cousin, and we chased him. And eventually we got him, we lumped him up, we gave him a fucking beating. And later on in life, that kid got shot too. But, you know, back then, these are the stories that took place, you know. These guys thought that they were bullies, and then, you know, you're going back, you're retaliating, you're chasing people, you're giving them beatings, you know, and that's how it was back then. But that's a memory of back then, a Bad Ave story. And those times were wild times, you know, and the people back then, they aren't here no more. So going back at that time, it's a great memory for me. It's an experience. You know, as we know, time is going by very fast. Nobody's guaranteed tomorrow, but you got to enjoy every day. You got to enjoy today. So I hope today you guys are going to have a good Sunday. Maybe a little pasta, some company, some loved ones surrounded by you, and make a nice memory, because every day we all deserve it. With that said, I hope everyone's good out there. Enjoy your day. Press that like button. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.